I think it could go A tier if I was being generous with it for the opening 30 minutes, the closing 30 minutes, but there's so much slow that happens in there. I remember going to a midnight screening for Revenge of the Sith in theaters, and that experience was crazy. And I remember sitting with my mom and being like, wow, this is the last time we'll be able to go to a midnight screening for a Star Wars movie. How incredible is that? I think Revenge of the Sith, I really want to say A tier. My nostalgia really wants me to say A tier. But there's so much slow in that movie that's just like really held up by a really challenging performance from Hayden Christensen. So much weight is put on him in this movie, and I do not blame him. I think he's a decent actor. I think he wasn't getting the direction he needed to get where he needed to get. So I think I might put it top of B tier, and I think I'm happy with that. I think it could go A tier if I was being generous with it for the opening 30 minutes, the closing 30 minutes, but there's so much slow that happens in there that I think puts it at the top of B tier for me. I would put it A tier if they had stuck to the original plan and had Jar Jar Binks be a much bigger part as to the fall of the Empire. But hey, they still gave him the opportunity to be the senator that introduces the Emergency Powers Act, which is crazy. Not even Darth Jar Jar, bro. Like, real Jar Jar is straight up the reason the Empire falls apart. And I think the original premise for Jar Jar's character was that would be a much more involved process. We'll never know for sure. But George Lucas has admitted that the reception to Jar Jar did significantly reduce his involvement in the rest of the series. And I think that's felt.